Hello everyone. Today I wanted to take you on a tour of this 2014 BMW 3 Series and show you why it's an excellent compact sports sedan. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is this infotainment system in the middle, and it is a very large screen, especially for 2014 standards. And we can see here we have a lot of options, and it uses BMW's iDrive system, which basically means it has this little dial in the middle. And using the dial, you can twist the dial, you can push it up or down, and there are also these external buttons on the side that can be used as well. You can see I'm just twisting it here, and you can see you can move it to the left and right like that. So you can see here, if you go back, there are many different options, and if I twist it, we could cycle through the different ones. Like for example, the first option is CD and multimedia, and if I click and press down on it, we can see here that we have different options for Bluetooth, USB audio, as well as the aux jack. We also have other multimedia options like CD, for example. Hitting the menu button over here in the middle, that'll take you back to the main page, and now we can see we have the other options. Like we have the radio options over here that will take us to the radio, or the telephone, or the navigation option. You can see here, if I go to the navigation options, we have all our different navigation options. We can cycle through them by twisting the dial, and then we can go to the vehicle info and the settings. You can see here in the settings we have multiple different options for the info display, the control display in the middle, and the time and date, the speed settings, etc. Hitting the menu button will take us back to the start, and I think this is a very easy to use, simple iDrive infotainment system, and it's a very nice infotainment system. So in the middle here are some physical climate controls, and the awesome thing about this car is that the climate controls are not buried in the infotainment system, meaning you don't have to go to the infotainment system to change these. All you have to do is use these physical buttons. You can see here, this is the temperature dial, and if I twist it, it'll change the driver's temperature. This car has dual zone climate control, meaning there's one for the temperature and one for the passengers here. You can see we have the passenger temperature settings, and we have the defogger button, the air button, the fan speed, and we also have heated seats over here. So if I hit the heated seats button, if I go closer, you can see here, I can turn these on like so. So it's nice to see physical climate controls in the middle, so you don't have to go to the infotainment system screen to access the climate controls. It's always available in whatever screen you might be in. This car features a sport mode and an economy mode, which is great if you want to save some fuel economy, if you want to get better fuel economy, or if you want to go into sport mode and have better driving dynamics. Hitting this dial, you can see there's this little switch here. If I press the sport mode button at the top, in the infotainment system, we can see that it changes into sport mode, and we can enable the sport displays if we want to. If I want to go back to comfort mode, I just go back there, and I hit the down arrow, and it'll go back to comfort mode. To get to eco mode, I just press the down arrow again, and now I'm in eco pro mode, where it will make the car as efficient as possible. To go back to comfort mode, just go one step up, and then we're back in regular comfort mode. One feature I especially like, the camera systems in this car. And it's awesome to know that you could just access the camera systems by hitting this button. So if you hit this button, it'll bring up the camera systems in the infotainment system. And you can see we have the camera systems over there, and you can see the side views of the cameras. There are also some options. If you move the infotainment system down and twist it, you can change like the brightness options, and you can increase it or decrease it if you want to. And if you want to change the contrast, you can see you can change the contrast over there. And it's nice to see you can just access your cameras whenever you want by hitting this little button in the middle. And if you press it again, the cameras will go away. In the middle, there's also cup holders. You can see here there's this little protective cover over the cup holders. If you pull it up like that, you can take the cup holder protective cover out, and you can see you can store it in the glove box as the instructions tell here. If I put it away, we can see we have two cup holders that are ready to be used. Behind these cup holders, we have this little panel, and if you open that, we have the 12-volt outlet as well as the ashtray. So closing the panel is pretty easy, just plop the panel down, and we have cup holders and the 12-volt outlet plus the ashtray over here. If we go a little bit farther behind the infotainment system controls, we have a larger storage area, the center console. Just pulling it open here like that will open the center console, and you can see we have some more ports, including a USB port over there, as well as some extra storage in the middle if you want to store some more items. Next up, I want to talk about the back seats in this car. You can see I'm back here, and I have a good amount of room. So that's the back of the front seat, and if I go there, you can see I have a good amount of room between my legs and the back of the front seats, even though this is a compact sedan, which is great to see. If I do the headroom test here, you can see above, this is the camera, and you can see all the way up there. And I have a good amount of headroom in the back of the car, too. Over here, we have some door panel storage. So here, if you want to stick some stuff, we can stick some stuff in the door panel storage over there. And in the middle, we also have climate controls in this car. So we have 2 air vents for the rear passengers. There's this little 12-volt outlet. As well, we can adjust the fan speed for the back and the temperature for the back. So this car has a rear climate control zone, which is great. Over here, in the center armrest here, you can see we have this little center armrest. If I open the center armrest up, like that, you can see we have a nice center armrest with cup holders. If I push the button here, you can see 2 cup holders pop out from the middle, and you can store your drinks in the center armrest. I also wanted to have a look at under the trunk of this car. So you can see here, to open the trunk, all we have to do is under the BMW logo, there's this little button. You push that, and the trunk will pop open. And then in here, we can see we have a cargo mat. We can put as much stuff as we want to here. And on the sides, you have a little bit of extra storage, as well as over there. Under the cargo mat, you can see there's this little latch here. If you pull that, under that, you can see there's quite a bit of extra storage. So if you want to put stuff that you don't want people to see, you can do that under there. And it's also just a little bit more storage, so if you want to add more things, you can. Over here, there's also an easy way to fold down the seats. You just pull this latch, and then we can walk around here to the rear doors. If we open the rear doors, inside the vehicle, we just fold the seat down, and that's it. It's very easy to fold the seats down in the back of this car. I also want to talk about the styling of the 3 Series. I always have thought that the 3 Series looks very, very nice. This car has some very elegant looking lines. The wheels are very simple, but yet convey a class of sportiness. And I think the gray color suits the car very well. It's just a very subtle, beautiful looking sports sedan. The 3 Series has always been like the typical sports sedan that you would buy, because it's just so good. And I agree, the styling is very, very beautiful. It's very elegant in the 3 Series. I think it's an excellently styled vehicle. Another feature that this car has that I really do like is the smart keyless entry system. So you can see here the car is right now unlocked. You can see here if I open the door, it's unlocked. To lock the car, all we need to do is to tap this little pad here, and then the car is locked. But you can see here, I have the windows open, and I don't want to unlock the car, turn the car on, and close the windows again. This car is an excellent solution to that. All you have to do is you just have to keep holding that, like that. And you can see here, the windows immediately close. You can see the driver's window and the back window immediately closed, which is awesome. That's a very nice feature if you forget to close the windows after you lock the vehicle. To unlock the vehicle, you just open this here. You can see you have this little pad, and you just open the door, and the vehicle is unlocked, and you can get back inside. I also wanted to talk about this BMW 3 Series key. We can see here, we have the key over here, and on the back, it's very clean and elegant with nothing on it. On the front, we have 3 buttons here. So you can see on the top is the unlock button. Hitting the button, it will unlock the doors. Hitting the BMW button in the middle will lock the doors. So if you hit the BMW button, you can see the doors lock and the lights turned off. Let me turn those back on again, because it's pretty dark in here. So we just unlock the vehicle, and let's turn the lights back on. There we go. And below the BMW button is the trunk opening button. If I hit that, the boot or the trunk will open up, and then we can access whatever we need to inside the trunk. Another thing I wanted to mention is this car's price. So this car ranges from around $15,000 to about $20,000, and I really think that is a bargain for the amount of equipment and luxury you're getting. You're getting the BMW brand image. And you're also getting a lot of luxury equipment. You're getting modern technology equipment, and you're just getting a very luxurious premium car for just around $15,000-$20,000. And I really think that is a deal for the amount of stuff that you're just getting in the car. It really is awesome, the amount of value that this car provides. I wanted to go under the hood of this BMW 3 Series, where you can see here BMW is proudly stating This is powered by a twin power turbo, and this car has a very, very good engine. BMW has generally had a reputation that they make a very good sports sedan, and the 3 Series has always been like the de facto sports sedan to buy if you want a compact sedan, and this one is no exception. This one is a very, very powerful, potent engine, and this car is a very, very nice sports sedan. It really does have a good active dynamic, which I really do like. And so that's the BMW 3 Series from 2014. This car is an excellent value, truly amazing how much value this car offers, because it has excellent technology equipment, comfort, an excellent powertrain, good driving dynamics, and some beautiful looking styling. This car is an excellent purchase on the used market, and I highly recommend you look into one of these if you're looking for a compact sports sedan.